Welcome back, boys and some girls. I have been recently focusing on improving my mechanical skills in Marvel Rivals, so I've been playing more AI matches, players versus the AI. While I've noticed some flaws with the mode, it's not all bad. So what is even the player versus AI mode? The game mode is simply a mirror of quick play, but there's one major difference. Your opponents are always going to be bots, unlike quick play, which is only sometimes. Players choose this mode for various different reasons, like testing the characters or simply avoiding the difficulty that comes with fighting against real players. Everyone has their own reasons for choosing players versus AI. This mode had both positives and negatives, and that's kind of what I'm gonna talk about today. Let's finish up with the bad first. Bots are not like players. What do I mean by that? Since the AI are controlled by code rather than human reflexes, you cannot really use the same strategies that you would use against real players. For example, bots are always aware of your location, even if you're behind them and you're making no noise, zero noise. If they have a direct line of sight with you and you are within a certain range, they will immediately turn around and notice you, even if you stand still and they come to you. This makes it feel like the bots have unnatural awareness compared to real players, which can make the experience very frustrating for flankers. Now about the reaction time. Unlike human players, bots can just instantly react to situations. For example, if you dive a support character, a Magneto bot will immediately bubble them without even needing to look at you. This can be particularly annoying when you're playing aggressively and you feel like every defensive move that the enemy team has is being used at just the perfect time. This can be a challenge, which is fun for me, but it's not always ideal for players who are trying to actually learn the game. Sure, it makes sense that allies bots would do this to actually help new players, but when it's the enemies doing it, it just feels off. We are trying to help new players get better after all. A small note, this does depend on the difficulty of the bots because they're 3 levels, 3 stars, but generally they all play the same. The AI can be quite dumb sometimes. The bots are very goofy sometimes. For example, on the Science Institute map, they will often fall into the middle and they won't even try to contest the objective on top of that. It's just super dumb. And also some bots have very suspiciously high accuracy, like Skroger for example, who almost never misses a shot. It's insane. Another thing I don't like about this mode is whenever you're playing this mode, you're often paired with both players and bots on your own team. This can hurt your ability to actually learn how to work together as a team, as the bot acts in very simple ways and they don't really help you learn much about teamwork. While players might not be as perfect as bots, they will definitely help you improve at playing with a team, which is a crucial skill in this kind of a game. Some might argue that they just want a player-free zone or a more relaxed PvE experience. I get it, it's understandable, but I think players who try the players versus AI would actually benefit more by teaming up with actual people, even if some of them are way worse than some bots. Now let's talk about the goods. I want to commend the AI, how it's made. So the AI will actually help you practice and improve, because whenever you duel it, when you attack it, it's not going to immediately try to kill you. It's going to wait a while, it's going to let you try and attack it, try and let you do some damage before it's going to switch into kill mode and then just locks onto you and kill you with perfect accuracy. It actually gives you a chance to learn the mechanics and the timing, and well, if you don't make it, then you pay for it. Now, they don't always do this. Sometimes the AI will actually let you just leave and they will go back to their objective, which is a great learning tool. You'll get the chance to see when you went wrong and you almost paid for it without actually being punished for it, which is less discouraging for new players. Another benefit to this mode is that bots generally don't push to your spawn door. They stay very close to the objective and they just chase you for a very short time before they give up. They're not constantly camping your spawn or making it impossible for you to respawn and fight back. Now, while the AI doesn't usually group up or make plays, I do suspect they improve over time. I have no real evidence for it, but I have seen them flank. It is rare, but they do it. Sometimes I've seen things like Magneto using Bubble during Cloak ult to actually shield her from my Magneto ult, or Groot and Moon Knight combos. Things you expect to see in higher tier lobbies, not in AI bots games. So I do think the AI has some interesting depth to them, and I am curious if they're actually improving over time, because they do feel a bit stronger as I play and they improve over time. There's not a lot of content or discussion about this because not many people play player versus AI, and those who do tend to just avoid making content about this, because usually players versus AI is often seen as a noob mode, as one viewer pointed out in a very similar situation in a different game. But that's a whole different discussion for another time, maybe a future video, who knows. Going back to the main topic, I want to explain how I think this mode should be, or at least what it should improve, because I don't believe you should just say, okay, this is bad, this is good, this is blah. You should say how you think it should improve. I think that's how you should always give criticism. First thing to take care of is the ultra instinct that the bots have. This just doesn't allow for any kind of flanking, meaning players who actually want to try out flank heroes are out of luck, as their entire enemy team will just turn around the moment there is some kind of line of sight, unlike regular games where people just tend to actually need to look at you and hear you to actually understand what the hell is going on. My simple solution is to make the bots behave like players, meaning they actually react to sound and picture or visuals rather than just XY coordinates, and they don't care for walls or anything. Second thing I think is necessary is flanking bots. In the rare occasions that I have seen them flank, it did really help to make the game feel closer to real games, meaning that new players will actually mold their way of thinking that this is the way games are played, and it will help shape them up to come closer to quick play or ranked. Beside those big points, there also should be some small fixes, like the AI falling into the hole in the middle of the Science Institute map, or the suspicious squircle accuracy, and the instant reactions to basically aggressive actions. The overall meaning is to just make this mode closer to the real thing, while focusing on allowing new players to learn with an easier and more correct course, while setting the goal at being quick play and ranked. So as a conclusion, the player versus AI mode is a very useful tool for new players and those who just want to have fun without needing to worry about improving. However, due to the issues I mentioned above, like how the bots target you, and the lack of teamwork and actual players in your games, it's not always the ideal environment to learn. That being said, it's very far away from useless. It can definitely help you improve, and as it stands right now, it's a great way to get some practice in a less stressful environment. But that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, thank you. If you didn't, let me know why so I can improve. Besides that, keep safe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.